This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
No poops, no whoops.
The FDA is warning a company selling products with a human poop if they don't have the agency's approval. Stop it now. United States Food and Drug Administration has issued a warning letter to a company that appears to sell products containing human fecal matter without approval from the agency. In March, the FDA wrote to Human Microbes, a company advertising itself as the world's largest, highest quality stool donor bank for fecal microbiota therapy transplants after reviewing its websites a month prior. Now, the FDA usually isn't very proactive, so according to Health Canada, the therapy is the transfer of bacteria from feces of a healthy person to the gut of a patient to reestablish a healthy microbiome.
I mean, it looks good on paper.
Executed through enema, colonoscopy, or other means.
Uh-huh.
This is when you put one person's poop in another person's butthole.
Can't you just have some yogurt and get some good...
It's not that easy.
No?
This type of therapy should only be used in the context of an authorized clinical trial.
Don't go to the strip mall poop replacement.
This is to treat patients with C. diff.
C. diff?
Yeah. It's that bacteria that's got, it's like bad diarrhea.
Ah.
You'll know if someone's got C. diff, their poop smells a certain way.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It smells like sweet.
And
It's
how
weird.
does one acquire C. diff?
It's a bacteria kind of infection kind of deal.
All right.
But you can't, get rid of it. It sucks. It's bad.
Ah,
People with C. diff got it bad.
like a tick. Just stuck.
No, it's like a diarrhea. It just never stop.
Yeah, it's a diarrhea tick. That's what
Yeah. Per Human Microbes website, the therapy yields promising results in clinical trials. Treat other conditions like your IBS, Parkinson's, MS, and mental health disorders like depression and anxiety, right? So they're just putting poop in everybody. And the FDA's letter, the agency says that to lawfully market these biological products, a valid biologics license applications is needed.
It'd be weird if you put a little poo in a pill and just swallow it.
Yeah, that would be weird. An FDA-approved application must be in effect to introduce and deliver them. Additionally, an investigational new drug application must be in place for products to be distributed to people in clinical trials well into the development stage.
If I go down to the clinic and help myself to a poo replacement, would that make me a turd burglar?
Certainly would, John.
All right.
According to the FDA, Human Microbes does not have any of the required applications and consequently are both unapproved new drugs and unlicensed biological products. They're terrorists.
I wonder if that's why dogs eat poo. Dogs eat other dogs' poo. You know, they know what's going
For
on.
microbes?
Yeah, they know how to get good gut health.
It's why baby horses eat
Yeah.
their mom's poop.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's why dogs eat cat poop. As far as I can tell, they think cat poop is like a little treat. The administration also notes that per its guidance issued in November 2022, the treatment for other conditions outside of C. diff has more limited data. The study for this treatment for other uses is not included in the FDA's enforcement discretion policy. Although your website recommends that patients discuss their plans with their doctor, it offers your products directly to patients, including for self-administrations. People be putting poop in their own butthole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I do now.
Yeah.
I didn't before.
I am the king of Poop Town.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it sounds gross until you're suffering and in pain and need help. Sure.
The letter also says these particular products raise potential significant safety concerns.
You got to shoot that up there like great stuff. Put it in a can and just stick it right in there.
It sounds like there could be problems. I feel like if you're putting poop in your own butthole, there should be at least some sort of
like a pamphlet or
supervision.
Yeah,
or
sure.
Right? Because I feel like there could be things that can go wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
And do the donors get paid Do they know? I mean, do they know they have good bacteria?
Or are they stealing poop?
I would donate a turd if it helped out. Bag it out of the toilet.
So let's see here. The founder of Human Microbes, Michael Harrop, said they intended to run their products as a clinical trial. But all I could find was companies charging $1,500 to tell you whether or not it was possible.
It'd be weird if
I also contacted the FDA about getting approved
Oh.
for an investigational new drug application, and I never heard back. That sounds about right. So I continued as is. He agrees human microbes should be regulated, but as a source of stool donors rather than a drug developer. Stool donors. I'm searching for people healthy enough to be stool donors. Researchers, doctors, clinical trials, etc., can then purchase stool from our donors.
It'd be the greatest thing to have the world's healthiest stool.
I have the best poop. Believe me.
He comes in from a long line of treasured poo dating back hundreds of years. God, that's so crazy.
I'm not sure what the exact requirements are, but as Wiley said, that IND requirements are extremely.
Yeah, I mean, what wouldn't you do to solve, arthritis or IBS or whatever condition you have? Of course you.
Yeah.
Drink the bleach. Is there a way we can get it inside the body? If we can do that, we can cure COVID.
Right.
Just get the bleach inside the body.
The bleach inside. It just seems perfectly easy.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I love this. I also contacted the FDA about getting approved for an investigational new drug application and never heard back. I 100% believe the dude. I 100% believe him. So
Got to be a shelf life on a turd, wouldn't you think?
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, they got some stiff competition coming at them, though. Give me PC2.
Oh, jeez.
Here we go.
Move over, human microbes. There's a new name in fecal microbiota therapy, and that name is Congress. Now you can get the finest blend of bacteria-sourced donors, because there's nobody more full of poop than politicians. And rest assured, our products are FDA approved and designed to promote gut health. Congress. They may not be the world's largest high-quality stool donor bank, but they're definitely number 2.
It's true.
Good morning.
Sorry, did I hear you right? You said you donate a turd.
Yeah.
$50, me and you go ass to ass. You push it in.
You're a sick man. Sick man. East to east. That's my new medical lab. It's called Ass to Ass. It's right over here. By Exact Science. It's a fecal transplant / massage parlor. Come on in.
Dude.
That's so crazy. Yeah, why? Yeah. I mean, that's why people go do weird things and treatments. You could cure whatever, of course. Yeah. Weird science, dude.
Well, and that once your gut health gets screwed up, it's kind of. I get it. You'll do anything to get it back to normal, man.
Yeah, you just walk around feeling miserable all day.
Yeah.
Eek. I get it. Ho!
Huh. You can't just be putting any old poo in your butt.
I'm very selective.
Yeah.
I want it from a good-looking person.
Because that makes the difference.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
A man in New Orleans was arrested for impersonating a cop after he pulled over an actual detective.
Oh, yeah.
That was what I always thought about doing that. Like, man, you're kind of rolling the dice that you're not pulling over somebody that's in law enforcement.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, somebody off
Or
duty.
like previously in law enforcement, or like a lawyer, or
Air marshal.
Because there's a lot of people. If they're not a cop or a detective, they're closely involved, right? A wife, an ex-wife,
Yeah.
an EMT, a firefighter, like somewhere in the chain.
Right. It doesn't seem like the gamble is worth unless you're pulling over old ladies, unless you're actually profiling old ladies.
Right.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Was he the guy punching people over or punching people out after he pulled them over, or is this a different guy?
PC2. Well, here's Chief Rick Rowe
Rick Rowe! Welcome to the show.
laying out his theory on why someone would actually do this.
Sometimes it's people who fantasize with being in law enforcement, or parents may have been in law enforcement, or family members may have been in law enforcement, and they just never made the cut.
Yeah.
Never made the cut. That's a nice way to put it.
That's all. Yeah. Which
he got picked last for dodgeball.
they are, and they've even like lowered their standards for Christ's sake. So
No, I have a story of the guy. He was an actual cop.
oh yeah,
We have new information.
But he was punching people that he pulled over and shared photos of the people that he injured. Did you see that, dude?
No. See now, how did that guy make the cut?
He was a former sheriff's deputy in Kentucky who prosecutors say targeted people smaller and weaker than himself before he punched them in the face during routine traffic stops.
Sounds about right.
Sentenced to 9 years in prison.
Good.
Jury found Tanner Abbott, once a deputy at the Boyle County Sheriff's Office, guilty of multiple charge, including 4 counts violating constitutional rights, conspiracy to single charge falsifying records. He would pull people over, small people, tiny people, and punch them in the face. Because, of course, why would you try to punch somebody that's 6 inches taller than you? That's not how you do it. Instead of protecting and serving, he was physically abusing people, bragging about the injuries. This is not how law enforcement works. Well, thanks for clarifying that. Now try that in prison. Let's see how many times he gets pulled out.
Try that in a small town. Oh, wait.
Oh, God. So I think they line up everybody that got punched in the head.
They let.
Everybody gets a swing.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one
with a bat.
With a bat.
Anyhow,
That's a weird
it's a weird thing, isn't
kink, man. I'm telling you, pulling over little people.
People are weird, man.
People that can barely see over the dash.
People are weird.
People sitting on phone books just to see over the dash. I think I'll punch out that little man.
Everybody needs therapy, man. Just go to therapy. It's like $90. If you just go like once a month, you know, $90. What is that? That's like if you skip like one cocktail a week going out.
Right.
You know?
Is that how little you can get into therapy on? $90?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you get for that?
Well, my lady is like 45 minutes.
45 minutes? And
Yeah.
I've never been to one. Do they do they let you talk? Well, I don't need one, but I mean, do they let you talk, or do you do all the talking?
Everybody needs therapy.
No, they don't, dude. Tell me what happens. Just tell me what happens.
First of all, yes, they do.
No, they don't. Tell me what happens in there.
You're trying to allege that you're living your perfect life and other people are living a perfect life and there's zero room for improvement. That's insanity. And that's also like the most narcissistic, egotistical thing a person could allege.
I'm not a bad person.
I'm not saying you're a bad person.
Right.
That's crazy. But to say that there's not room to be a better person and have better communication and dig through emotional things, come on.
What do I need to dig through?
That's crazy.
I have no baggage that's holding me
crazy.
back from being nice
It's
to people.
not about baggage.
Well, you're the one who just said baggage.
I did not.
Deep personal issues.
I did not.
What did you
I
just
said
say?
Emotional things.
Okay.
We all go through
You said
emotional
baggage.
things.
Okay.
We all go through heavy emotional things.
Right.
We all do.
I deal with my
as
stuff.
people.
I deal with my stuff fairly well. I don't need to spend $90, but I understand why people do. I certainly understand why people do. Yeah, but don't put that on everybody. That's not fair.
I can with confidence say every single person can benefit from therapy. Every human being, no matter how happy you are,
No, that's not for you to judge.
can benefit
sure, but
from
that's
therapy.
not for you to judge. I understand what you're saying.
No, you don't.
Everybody
because
can
you're getting
improve.
defensive.
No, everybody can
if
improve.
You're getting
but
defensive,
don't
you're
sit and-
clearly
don't-
not understanding
don't-
what I'm saying.
Don't sit there and tell me I need to go to therapy.
I didn't
because
say that.
Because I'm not improving.
I did not say that.
Because that's exactly what you just said.
I want you to go back and listen to this air check.
Okay, what happens in therapy? Do you talk to people or what? Does she talk or do you talk mostly?
Both people talk.
Okay. I was thinking of this scene from, is it Old School when he's sitting there going, we were at Olive Garden, and I was sitting there wondering, what color panties did the server have on? Were they white? Was she wearing no panties? What? We in the trust tree? Where are we?
That's not really what we cover in therapy, no.
Yeah, I know. I'm just having fun with it. That's okay. But I guess I could go try it and see and discover what I'm not doing. I don't know.
It's not about what you're not doing. It's just about. I swear to God, every single person can benefit from it. It just helps you. It just helps.
Gives you some clarity. Some issue clarity.
Life can be pretty damn hard. We go through hard things, 100%. And even if it helps you understand somebody you don't understand, that's nice. It's nice to have that.
What if they tell me I'm crazy? What do I do?
I don't know.
It sounds like I got to sign up for 10 more therapy sessions.
It's a pyramid scam. Really?
Come back next week.
Fill out your punch card.
We haven't even scratched the surface. Come back next week. It'll be $90. No, I'm not coming back.
And it's nice to have somebody who is on the outside who doesn't
casual
know
observer.
any of
Sure.
these people.
Sure.
Right?
Right.
Be like, okay, I see what's happening or whatever. Or to be like, okay, you're kind of crazy about this or whatever. It's just good. Every single person.
I mean, I have a lot of buddies that we tell each other, we talk to each other quite honestly about what we're going through, which isn't a lot. We don't have deep issues. When somebody's dad dies, we go hug each other and cry and talk about our dads and what we miss. I mean, we have a form of therapy. Mm-hmm. But as far as going back 20 years or what I'm not doing now, I don't know. I don't see it, but that's all good. Maybe guys are different.
I think guys more than I think especially, I don't know, maybe even younger dudes who haven't been taught how to go through emotional stuff.
Sure.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I just think this weird stigma about how I don't need therapy is part of the problem. Because people don't talk about crap. And I think...
Well, I just told you we do.
No, not you, dude. This isn't all about you.
I didn't say it was about me.
Just saying
You're the one that just told me I need to go to therapy.
There's people that are like, I don't need to go see therapists. I don't need therapy. Everything's fine. I don't need therapy. That is part of the problem. I'm saying everybody can benefit from therapy and just give it a try. Because what if you do get a lot out of it? Shutting it down before trying it might be
you get free.
the worst thing.
You get free therapy if you send more people to your therapist. You get
no, I don't.
See,
and I wouldn't send people because then it makes it harder for me to get in. Find your own therapist.
How has it helped you with? Has it helped you with the job? Has it helped with your job here?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
it has absolutely helped me with my job.
Like anything in particular, or just?
Yep.
Which part in particular?
Not letting it consume my life.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's the decision you can make. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That I will not disagree with.
It's helped me draw boundaries with work, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and not letting it.
Yeah, drive you insane.
Well, not just like consume all my time.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I came to that conclusion a couple of decades ago.
Right. No kidding.
There are people in charge that care less than a lot of people on the lower rank. So I made that observation a while ago.
And also to not let, I don't know, I guess, I don't know if I want to say like a resilience build up, but like or like a defensiveness. But I don't know. There's like you start to just. There's only certain people you need to care about what they think, right? And
Yeah.
So it kind of helps with that
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
And people pleasing. It's helped me with people pleasing, or I guess not people pleasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a version of that where I decided decades ago just stay away from assholes in my life.
Yeah.
I've eliminated a lot of assholes in my life. I think that's a loose version of what you
Yeah, pretty much.
once you got there.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I like that.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
It's hump day and I'm moving just a little slow. My body knows I got 3 more days to go at a job filled with office politics and drama. Guess that's why I'm still in my pajamas. It's hump day again. It's hump, this is the end.
All right, happy hump day. Why do men fall asleep right after sex?
Oh.
Because you're a bunch of babies. Yep.
Finely tuned athletes.
You know, a couple pumps and
Yeah.
grunt, and that's all it takes.
On a good day.
I think that we know the common trope is that when men fall asleep after sex, it can feel quite frustrating, isolating, and disappointing for their partner. To just have them turn away after what was hopefully a very close, intimate experience, then a couple toots and a few snores, and it's all over.
Just don't toot during the sex part. That would help.
It's very common for partners, regardless of gender, that if a partner falls asleep to feel quite lonely and disheartened, even if it's unintentional.
What would the lady of the house like post nut? What do we do? A little cuddling.
Some gentle cuddling.
Yes.
You know, some caressing, some post-coital chatter.
Well, I know.
What do you call it?
I did
Post-coital.
I did all the work. I should probably enjoy the fruits of my labor. My lady.
Yeah, well, her just being there, in my opinion, is all the work. Turns out that men aren't actually to blame. And in this case, with many of our body's reactions, it comes down to a cocktail of neurotransmitters. So much thought goes into what leads up to the big O that you could be excused for forgetting about the post-orgasmic state. But there's more to it than meets the eye. After climaxing, we know that our brains release a whole cocktail of neurotransmitters of feel-good hormones like dopamine, oxytocin, which is the love hormone, prolactin, and vasopressin. It's the combination of these chemicals that helps us feel relaxed and at ease, helps reduce our stress levels, and helps us feel closer to each other. However, as we come down from the good high, our bodies begin to slow down. Our muscles relax, our heart rate comes down too, our blood pressure comes down. Our parasympathetic nervous system is activated. So that means we're down-regulating and going into our rest and digest system. Throw in the fact that we tend to have sex at night and in a bed.
Yeah.
And you're essentially telling the body and brain, go to sleep, bitch.
Right.
Bitch, it's time to sleep.
I mean, in the morning, yeah, when you do it, you know, you're kind of like, okay, let's. What are we gonna do? We're gonna go to the Dells. We're hitting the water park. What are we doing today? We're going on the bike ride. What? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the time of the day.
Oh, that's nice. She just goes into the lazy river with semen seeping out of her.
Dude, there's semen, so much semen in the lazy
That's
river.
nice.
You have no idea what's floating in there.
Apparently, I do.
Oh, you got to realize you've probably swallowed ounces of semen through your lifetime just by going to the lazy river.
I already know I've swallowed ounces of semen in my lifetime, dude. And trust me, there's nothing more that I regret. Well, this happens in all bodies. Research shows it's quite common for men to release a certain cocktail of these chemicals after they orgasm. In particular, prolactin, which really encourages sleepiness, especially after sex. Even comparing partnered sex to masturbation, male bodies tend to release something like 4 times more prolactin.
Whoa.
Which is the neurotransmitter that helps us go to sleep. Something that partnered sex gives us that's so soothing that there's a need on like the psychological level for sleep and rest afterwards in comparison to solo sex. Evolutionary purpose of it is that forces men into rest and recovery, which is important when men have a longer refractory period, the time between orgasming and when they're ready to go again, than for their female counterparts. Men tend to get sleepy so that they can prepare for their next experience. While men may lose the battle against prolactin and are quickly off to the land of Nod, women are blessed with being multi-orgasmic. Yes! And offer the ability to bounce right back. So there you go. Often there's less of a refractory period for women. They don't need the rest and recovery that men do, which is why men fall asleep and women often have more of the oxytocin hormone that promotes cuddling and wanting to feel close and more connected to a partner on an emotional, mental
Wonder if
level.
it depends on what your position was too. Like if I'm like you're like in a planking position, because if I did a plank right now for 60 seconds, I'd have to lay there for 10 minutes and recover.
Yeah.
So maybe that's got a little play in it, but I don't know. I would think results vary a little bit with that, but no, there's definitely like a.
Well, yeah. That hormone release is going to be the same no matter what position you're in.
Yeah.
So if you're getting 4 times the amount of prolactin release, then
Yep.
your lady friend.
I mean, I put a lot of work into that 30 seconds. I like to think that,
it literally has nothing to do with the amount of work you're putting in.
Well, I do. There's a lot of movement.
It's not. Chrissy already tells me everything.
A lot of things going on there.
There's not enough things happening from what I hear.
God.
And she's just waiting for it to be over. Really.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it generally knocks the wind out of you a little bit. Sure. Well,
It knocks the wind out of you. What are you, falling off the goddamn top bunk? What the hell's going on
Who's
over
the
there?
character where he does something and then he's got to recharge? What superhero is that? Who am I thinking of? He does something, but then it's not Batman. He does something and then he has to. Is it Superman?
I have no idea, dude.
He'll like fight off some kryptonite or something, but then he's weak for like 5 minutes. I can't remember.
No idea.
Something like that. Goes into reset mode.
So there you go. You're releasing more prolactin than your women.
Yeah.
And I guess this is why lesbians just cuddle afterwards and then end up having more sex. Because we're having the oxytocin hormone. More of that is released. And that's the love hormone. And that's why we're all chatty and cuddly afterwards.
Good for you.
You know?
Good.
But it sucks because your female partner's all chatty and cuddly and you're all sleepy. So, like, this is when we need, like, an AI boyfriend to be stepping in and being like, hey.
No, I am chatty. It does depend on the time of the day, though. If it's morning,
The Flash. Is it the
Oh,
Flash?
is it the Flash? Somebody does something. He exerts a tremendous amount of energy.
Yeah.
And then he's very vulnerable and emotionally weak, but physically can be
But doesn't
get
need
his
a
ass
therapy.
kicked.
Doesn't need therapy.
Probably doesn't need therapy. He just needs whatever that thing is he does. I don't know who I'm talking about. But no, you'd be surprised. I'm pretty chatty after. I'm pretty chit-chatty.
Yeah.
But
also sleepy?
But also sleepy.
Good. That's a great combination.
Yeah, a little bit of a it's great. I don't know. I don't.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
And only 3 countries in the world don't use the metric system?
Or you can listen to this one.
I can't remember where I went Friday. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. What did I do on Friday? I got to check my calendar.
If anybody saw me Friday, call.
The JJO Morning Show podcast.
I literally have no idea where I was Friday.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Hi. All right, so we have Guinness World Records again.
I get so anxious.
Yeah, I know. This one does not involve David Rush, shockingly enough. David Rush, of course, the guy.
He's got a record for having the most records.
He's trying to.
No.
He's not quite there yet. 20-year-old Northern Ireland man named Declan, of course, Declan McFerrin. It's like the most Irish name on the planet. Set a new Guinness World Record by assembling a Mr. Potato Head toy. And how long?
Oh, man.
How long do you think
Mr. Potato Head.
took him?
Oh, jeez, forgot
I
about
know
that.
we could still call him Mr. Potato Head. We're assuming his gender.
Jeez, how many parts are on a potato head? I don't even remember. I barely remember that thing. 4 seconds. I'm sure it's
that's
absurd.
gonna be like the mustache, the nose, the
Lips.
hands.
Yeah. Has he got lips or was that with the mustache?
It's got the mustache. Is there lips? I don't know.
Yeah, little legs.
Looks like ears.
Yeah. Mr. Potato Head assembly record in, under 10 seconds. Is it opening the whole box?
So hat, pants, eyes, nose, mustache, mouth, both ears, both hands.
Oh. Okay. I didn't even know that things were still around. 10 seconds.
5.15. PC2. Here's the moment Declan McFerrin broke the record.
Let's have a look at him. Look, his nose is in, his mustache is in, his mouth is in, his arms are in, his ears, everything's in. Boom. Perfect. And what's the time? 5.158.
Who thought of that?
Previous record on the books was 5.43. It was set just 2 years ago by someone in Malaysia. So, yeah. He hadn't owned a Mr. Potato Head since he was a kid.
Oh.
He randomly decided to go after the record.
Still playing with it as an adult.
The day he broke the record, he spent 4 straight hours working at it before he was successful.
It's weird that needs to have a record. That's the thing we didn't even know we needed.
Anything can be a record. You just got to go after it.
Good job, bruh.
Yeah. He's got more records than me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't argue with that. It's the record I didn't know I needed. I'm happy. I don't even know why I'm happy. I'm happy.
The Guinness World Record announced the world's tallest male dog, Kevin, and then it passed away a couple days after his title was announced.
How about the slowest guy to get out of bed? How's that for a record?
Can I finish my story?
I could do
His
that.
owner, Tracy Wolf, was talking about the pup just before he beat the world record.
This is Kevin. He's the tallest dog in the world. He's continually trying to squeeze into small beds and sit on top of us, do everything that the smaller dogs do.
Oh, well, of course, because that's what the big dogs always try to get into the tiny places. That's what they do. Giant Great Dane. Great Danes do not live very long anyway. So, he even had bone cancer. He, age 3. That sucks, man. Kevin named after the Home Alone guy. I don't think they go for slowest Guinness World Records, by the way.
Just asking for a friend.
The longest time at a casino, that was the one you were going to go for.
Yeah, I mean, I could clock in. I guess I could. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. You could live there like an airport, I guess, and spend a month there, I guess. I don't know if you have to be consistently gambling, but.
The longest time an individual continuously played poker is 115 hours.
Yeah, okay. That I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guinness World Record for the most casinos gambled at in a 24-hour period,
There you go.
74 in 22.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that.
Like the guy did the most bars, who was not having a cocktail, by the way. He was just having a soda, but he walked into a bar.
Yeah, because he couldn't have, he would have died.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, strange obsession, I guess. I don't know. They're so random. I happy for everyone. I just want everybody to be happy. Give the man a potato.
A potato head. Yeah, wasn't there, I can't even remember the goddamn controversy over Mr. Potato Head. We went through so many friggin'.
Mr. Potato Head controversy. I don't remember one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm looking, I'm accessing controversy.
Oh yeah, the brand did go gender neutral.
Oh.
Hasbro's dropping the Mr. from the logo.
Would that be
That's
half-baked? Would that be half-baked?
Yeah, right. It just became Potato Head. Well, because then they have Mr. and Mrs., and so you could do whatever you wanted, right?
Right. That should have covered all the bases, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's weird.
And because you could mix and match.
Where do you go after Mr. and Mrs. is gone? What happens?
Well, I think it's because.
I mean, you can't be offended if there's a Mr. and a Mrs. Potato Head. We've covered the bases.
Well, and because I think they just wanted to do it like you could do all together, right? Like it was all the things.
Well, why is gender important on a potato, though? Why is it?
Well, that was the whole thing, right? Because potatoes don't have.
Yeah, right. So, does it matter? I mean,
Right, and it was the potato head.
I don't remember there being a penis attachment to a potato.
Right, then that's where it gets weird. Is that what you want? You want them to put a penis in there? So they dropped the Mr. and Mrs. because they were just doing potato head to create your own.
I mean, it was kind of a good way for Mr. Potato Head Company to make us remember Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah. 100%.
Do they still make it? Is it still a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And it's just potato head, but you can do.
Did you have one?
Hell no.
I think we had one.
I mean, isn't that it's like a baby toy, right?
Yeah.
It's like toddler toy, right?
Yeah, well, I got one for Christmas last year, but no. I'm trying to remember the eras of toys that I had. And that would have been a young one. Like Break the Ice, Trouble, Mr. Potato Head.
Because honestly,
Operation game.
Well, Operation's older. Like that's for older kids, isn't it?
Was Potato Head in the 70s?
Well, I mean, I'm talking about like what age range the kids that play with it.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to group my toys together and remember if I was super young. Because I didn't get like a Sizzlers racetrack till I was probably 10 or 11. But yeah, the Potato Head, I mean, I don't know.
2 and up for Mr. Potato Head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because you're gonna get if you're older than that, you're gonna be bored because there's not really much you can do with it after you put it together.
Right. There's only so many things that go in so many holes.
Right.
Good. Oh, different toy. Get that over it. Anyways, I have a coupon for that. I think.
Trust me, I'm still exploring.
What? Yeah. I can't even. I can't even make an argument for Mr. Potato Head being gender neutral, which has zero impact on anybody.
Well, see, it's all coming back to me now, because people were mad that they took away the Mr. and Mrs. and the whole time I was like, I did not.
They created their own controversy.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like, why is now? Here's a good example of somebody trying
back
to
on the road.
Oh,
bitches.
shoot. Sorry about that. My bad. Here's a case of somebody trying to make me feel crazy when I'm not crazy.
Right.
That's the Mr. Potato Head Company.
Yeah. Because people were, I can't believe they're dropping the Mr. from Potato Head. Yeah. And I was like, really?
So they, just out of nowhere, they just dropped it. And just.
Well, I think that, yeah. I think
What did it hurt? What did it hurt having a Mr. and Mrs.?
Well, I think because they wanted to sell all of the things in one package.
Oh.
So that it was just potato.
Well, why is it not okay for a boy to play with a Mr. Potato Head?
It is.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then the attachments could be for whatever. So like it was a mixed bag of attachments. You know what I'm saying? It was so everything.
I just want to live my life knowing what that damn potato is.
I've never.
You can't just have a potato. You just can't have a generic potato.
I just hate that we even had to be thinking about this crap.
What year was this?
21.
Unbelievable.
It was during COVID.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Where all we had to
that makes
do.
Sense. Yeah, sure. They were just making up, creating problems.
Mm-hmm.
Just making up awful problems. While we were just trying to live.
Just trapped.
Yeah, just trapped in our house screaming about Mr. Potato Heads.
Yeah.
They triggered me by trying to fix something that nobody even asked for to be fixed.
Well, but then people were triggered about the fix.
But you're playing into their hand by arguing about it.
Right.
They've got us right where they want us.
And it was like, when was the last time you thought about Potato Head? Just leave it be. For Christ's sake. Yeah, I remember.
So you can build like a half guy potato and a half woman potato.
Yeah.
So you can. So it's
right.
It's a mystery potato. Until you lift this little potato skirt.
There ain't no skirt.
What's under there?
Just a pair of lips.
But no, as far as the supply line,
you can't put the
yeah, you can't put the lips in the right place. Son, those are horizontal lips, son. They go in the pre-drilled holes. Look, you cannot drill your own holes in Mr. Potato Head.
You put the lips where the shoes go.
Yeah, exactly. I went off of this planet.
I know.
Just stop and let me off. So dumb.
It's so dumb.
God,
Anyway.
don't ever bring this up again.
I know, dude.
So dumb. You're making me feel crazy.
Here's my therapist.
Yeah, thank you. Get that son of a bitch down here.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.